recording? We good? Yeah? Hey? Hi? What up? Good? Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? It's Justin, one half of the Second City Podcast, here to let you in on a little secret. The secret is that this podcast is sponsored by Anchor. And if you ever heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. So sit back and let me explain. It's free, guys. That's right, you've heard me. It is free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so we can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So do yourself a favor right now. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started now.
Hey Justin, it's Andrew. Do you know what I like?
Besides dick, what?
Mainlining Mio straight into my veins.
Oh, just like this little promo that we're going to hear from the four lovely ladies of Bring the Mio podcast. Now, just for everyone to know, just to give some information to everybody that is listening to. So if you have a podcast and would like to send a promo to promote your podcast on our show, you can email your promo to us at the Second City Podcast at gmail.com or slide into our DMs on Twitter at Second City Pod, and we will gladly promote your podcast on our show, just like the four ladies of Bring the Mio podcast. Enjoy.
Cheers! Hey Mio Squad, it's four best friends from Arizona. We love to get together, have a great time, and get lit.
We bring the Mio wherever we go. Our signature drink is vodka and Mio. Mio is a flavor enhancer and it's a game changer.
Game changer.
We pregame with Mio and we talk about all that explicit shit. We talk about a lot of sex and alcohol, so if you're ready, come on, stop by.
If you're ready for a down-ass time, check us out on Apple Podcast and Spreaker. We drop that good shit every Friday. Follow us on Insta, Twitter, and
TikTok.
Hey! At Bring the Mio.
Welcome to the Second City Podcast. I am one half of this fabulous, handsome duo. I am Justin.
You're my better half, you know that?
You complete me, though. You, Jared.
We're family, so it's kind of weird that we're saying that, but...
Oh, well, no, that's all right. Well, nah, yeah, maybe you're right. You're
okay,
right.
we'll just X all the other shit. I'm Andrew.
Yeah, we'll just...
Forget you ever said that.
Just forget. I mean, you still complete me, but
I feel like that ties into our topic.
Huh? It kind of does. I like it, and we're back. It's been a while, but I was on vacation and stuff, and you celebrated your birthday with the balloons I see in your bedroom. So how old are you? Like 20, 26, something like that?
Yeah, I'm 26 and I'm still grasping at my youth and trying to preserve it as long as I can.
Well, I hope you had a good birthday in this COVID era.
Yeah, no, it was nice. We totally disregarded all the rules and just had like a huge block party. We said, fuck it. If I die, I die. No, we did not.
Hey, you know what? As long as it's 50 and below, I think you're okay.
We just had a few people, but it was fun. I don't really care. Like I don't care that I'm getting older. Well, I do, because I don't want to die, but I do want to die. Well, whatever to that. But it's not like I want presents or anything. I just want a party where everybody can just like hang out and vibe. You know what I mean? That's all I want. I don't want it to be about me. I just want it to be that everybody can just hang out and fucking chill.
Yeah, and enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, once hopefully once all this shit kind of passes over, we'll go back to having some family functions at my house. Hopefully, sometime soon.
When all this is over, I'm gonna get lost. People are gonna have to find me.
Like a scavenger hunt?
No, like, hey, have you seen Andrew? We haven't been able to reach him like through call or text. We're really worried. Like that type of missing.
Oh, so we're not playing Carmen Sandiego.
That game sucked.
I never played it. I just saw the game show.
I have it for the PlayStation 2. I'm sure it has nothing to do with what it was.
They have a game for PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but
That's
sad. It was like an RPG.
Really? So I was at my parents' house and I took my sister's PlayStation 3 and I bought a couple games, but whenever I put in the game, it makes this weird noise. It's like I'm like, oh my god! It's like a spaceship getting ready to like lift off. I'm like, dear God.
Does it read
yeah, it works. Just sometimes it like the last time I played a basketball game, it worked really good the first night, and then the second night it just like stalled and froze, and that was it. It didn't come back to life.
The disc reader tray is probably fucked up. But I feel like we've been going on a tangent here.
We have. It's been a while. So we were just kind of catching up. But so this episode, this episode, we're gonna be talking about fucking men.
But not fucking men.
Oh no. Well, I mean maybe a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit, maybe a little the little tip in the ass. I don't know, possibly. Just depends. It depends. But we have a brackets. I had chose 4 men. You have chose 4 men, individuals, and we have a bracket, and we're going to determine in our eyes who is. But together, we're going to determine who is the hottest out of these 8 men that we have chosen. So I am going to let everybody know who I picked. And that is Brad Pitt, Jake Gyllenhaal, Zac Efron, and Chris Hemsworth. So who did you pick?
Okay, so I picked all anime dudes because I fucking love anime. And if you don't like, not you, but like, okay, just Google these names as I say them. I'll give you, just pause the video or whatever, or the podcast, whatever. Just pause it and then look these guys up so you can have an understanding if you don't watch anime, which probably most of our audience doesn't. Okay, so from the show Tokyo Ghoul, his name is Uta. Okay, UTA. And then the next one is from Naruto. His name is Kakashi. Okay? After that is from the show A Devilman Crybaby, and his name is Akira. But it's him after he like gets his soul entwined with the demon. Because after that he's all like super edgy and dark. And then the last one, his name is Dandy from the show Space Dandy. So here's your chance to pause and like look these guys up, and then that's who me and Justin are going to be trying to figure out who's the hottest guy.
So it was really strange. Like I texted, was like, hey, this is what I want to do, and I'm like, as soon as each of your 4 guys send them over to me, and then I'll send you over mine. I wasn't expecting all anime, but I like it because it's going to add a little difference to this conversation.
Yeah, no, I thought it was going to be cool, and then, like, at the very last minute, I realized only I know like how these guys act, like how like you don't know their personalities, like their character type or whatever. So you're just gonna have to go like purely based on whatever I tell you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
which is fine,
Okay.
which is no big deal. So let's begin here. Let's begin with Brad Pitt versus Uta.
Yeah.
Is that okay? So I have no idea who the fuck these people are. So I obviously have to Google them, and I like this guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he does. I'm not sure if he's a good guy, a bad guy. I don't know what. Is he kick ass? Does he play in a band? I mean,
Okay, so
for those people that don't know, they're too lazy to fucking look up this guy. Describe him.
okay, so first off, I want to know what you think about him, and then I'll tell you whether or not you're close. But yeah, let me describe him real quick. So he works. Okay, so Tokyo Ghoul is based around the idea that like there's these people who like need to consume human meat because like they're not human or whatever, and so because of that they're constantly like being killed by like this sort of secret police society. And so Uta, this beautiful hunk of a man, what he does is he makes masks for the ghouls. That way, if they're out feeding on people, the cops can't recognize their face, so that way they're less likely to get in trouble by the law. Like unless they actually get caught. So he's got like medium length black hair. One side of his head is like cut short. The other side is like draped over the side of his head. He's tattooed his eyes. Or wait, no, I don't think he's tattooed his eyes. I think that's just like his demon eyes showing. But then he's got like tattoos all over his body, and he's sort of like. Okay, yeah, okay. Now I need to know. Okay, so I'll wait for you to tell me what you think he's like, and I'll tell you what he's actually like.
Okay, so to me, when I first saw him, I thought he was like some emo dude. Just, I guess, slowly on the fact of his presentation of like kind of like the all black. He's got for what appears to be some look like MC Hammer pants.
They're called drop crotch, actually. Jeez.
Oh, drop crotch.
Yeah, drop crotch pants.
My bad. But I really dig like the tattoos on his hand, the neck. The piercings, the red eyes. I was like, this for a cartoon, like this guy's pretty attractive.
The fact that you called it a cartoon has made me a little bit angry, but okay, I'll let that go. So
anime.
Yeah, so you think he's like just some sad boy? That's all he is? Is that what you're guessing?
Well, so with the first picture that they came up, it's like it's in black and white, and he's kind of like it's like a profile picture of him, and he just looks sad.
Okay, so yeah, so basically he's like he's pretty like feminine, and he's like vaguely homosexual. So
Okay.
so like when the main character of the show like meets him for the first time, and he like wants to like. When Uta wants to get to know about the guy so he can like make him ask him or whatever, he's like really like close to him, more or less like sort of like hitting on him, and it's like there's like a small amount of like gay sexual tension, and it was like really nice. Like I'm not gay, but it was pretty nice.
Oh, well,
But so he's just like a really nice guy, and he's like mostly upbeat.
yeah, I mean, when you look at him, it's not like he has like your typical masculine traits, right? Like when you look at him, he's a little bit more soft, a little bit more feminine. Like, me taking art in high school, I was always taught when you draw a female's face, it has more of a V shape, and then male has more of a U shape, and his face is more of a V shape.
Yeah.
So I just instantly thought of that. But when I first saw him, I said that's a pretty attractive man.
Okay, so now we're gonna get down to brass tacks, I guess. So Brad Pitt or this guy?
Brad Pitt. First off, Brad Pitt. I first enjoyed this man's looks in the movie Legends of the Fall. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Okay, well you need to go see it. You may ask like your mom if she's seen it, but he had like the long golden locks of hair. You know, he has that chiseled kind of jawline face. He just looked really good, and I think as the years have gone on, as he's gotten older, he's gotten more attractive.
He's just an aged whiskey.
Yes.
Like he's just slowly getting tastier the older that he gets.
Yes, and it's like he's not based off appearance. Like it's like he's not the guy that's gonna like bend you over and fuck you till you're dead. I feel like he's just gonna make love to you.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit rough. Like he's so chiseled. Like there's gotta be some rough in there.
You think so?
I think so. Okay, so then we gotta decide. I feel like this is sort of biased because we picked our favorites. So I'm
gonna say I'm going with your guy.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. I do know why, because I like his style. Like if I was drawn in a anime form, I would kind of like want his style. Minus the what is it? Crotch what?
Drop crotch.
Drop crotch, yeah. Minus that, like I'm cool with his style.
But let it be known that I would let Brad Pitt take me. Like I would. like right now, if he wanted to, he say, "Hey, I'm gonna have sex with you." I'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you would just drop pants and just bend over and call it a day, eh?
Yeah.
All right. So second one is Jake Gyllenhaal versus, how do you pronounce the guy's name? Kakashi. All right, let me get to the image of this guy. What are your impressions of Jake Gyllenhaal?
Oh God, beautiful man, and he looks like he's such a caring person, like in real life too. Like I love seeing him smile. Like he just seems like I would like to think that hopefully he's like an actually good human being. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, I just think, I guess like if I, as a man, would want to look like someone or portray someone, it would be him, because he kind of has that rugged look to him, where he looks just rough on the outer edges of his being, but I would think that he's a nice guy. I sure hope he's a nice guy. If he's not, then fuck him. But I mean, I wouldn't mind fucking him. I mean, or the other way around. I mean, whatever. I mean, I'll take it.
I can't imagine like him like coming up behind you and like kissing you like the back of your neck, and you're like, Jake, not right now, and like the kids are around.
And I feel like he's a small dude. Like I don't know how tall he is, but he just seems like a small dude. He's like small frames, so it's just like I feel like I would like overpower him.
Like he's doing something, and like you come up behind him and you have like sort of a hard on a little bit, and like you press it against like it. But since you're so much taller, it's like on his lower back, and he like.
You'd be like, he's like a little lower. Like, oh. I would instantly just go soft then. That would be it.
Okay, so what do you think about Kakashi?
So when I first pulled him up, like the downside of this character is we only like see his eye, his like, because he's got what seems to be like some type of scar face shield. I mean, he's probably protecting himself from COVID, which is smart. And he's got this is that a headband?
Yeah, so that like denotes what village you're from. 'Cause
Okay.
he's like a ninja.
Okay. And I dig the hair. I dig the gray. What was like a gray kind of like metallic looking hair.
Yeah.
I dig it. It has like a little spike look to it. But again, like I only see his fucking eye.
Yeah. Okay, so I picked him based on his like personality because so when you first meet him in the series, mysterious. I mean, you can only see one of his eyes because his headband covers over his left eye, I believe. I think that's how it is because I don't know if the
Yeah.
mirrors if it's mirrored or not. Then he has the scarf the face mask that goes like over basically his whole face. So he's mysterious, and you don't know if he's a good guy, you don't know if he's a bad guy. But then as you get to learn, like he's like a really like sensitive, caring guy. And one thing about him that I like a lot is that he plays like very calm, collected, like straight, like he knows what he's doing, kind of a guy. But on his free time, like during missions and shit, he's always reading like these like pseudosexual like romantic novels, like stuff that like women would read, where it's like like imagine like 50 Shades of Grey. Like he'll be perched in a tree reading these things because like that like gets him. That's like his like one of his big interests is that. So
Oh.
he's like, so I don't know if he's like slightly perverted in that sense, but for the
Okay.
most part he's a very knowledgeable, caring, like just dependent figure in the series. So that's what I picked.
Okay. So, I mean, if we're just kind of going on just your first physical appearance of the person, there isn't much like to him,
Yeah.
So I'm going with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I'm gonna have to go with Jake Gyllenhaal just because I know that there's something dark in Kakashi's past, and I don't know what it is. So I don't know, because I haven't seen like the full series yet. So he could be a bad guy, or he could have done some like really terrible thing, and I wouldn't know. So I'm gonna have to go with Jake on this one as well. And plus, like mine and his beards like touching each other, scratching each other. I think he's got a hairy body too, doesn't he? Like, doesn't he got like a hairy chest or whatever?
I think so. I think
that's
so.
attractive. That's very attractive.
That's a lot of hair rubbing. That's a lot of friction going on.
There will literally be like electricity between us.
Oh baby! All right. So next one we have Zac Efron versus Akira.
Yeah. Oh, so like the way you pronounce it is like Akira.
Oh,
So there's no, because like you're putting like emphasis. You're saying Akira instead of just saying Akira.
Oh,
But
okay.
either way, it doesn't matter. We're not, So what do you think about this guy?
This guy is he's like plain Jane, right? There isn't much to him, but when you look at like the images, you can like see like you can literally tell like in his eyes that he's got like a story.
Yeah.
And I obviously I don't know what his background is or what he is or what he does. But just the way that the artist kind of depicts the shape of his eyes and with his hair and the color of his skin, which is like, is it like a gray tone?
That's just like the tone of the show. So it's not really so much that it's gray. Like it's like a light tan, but
Okay.
the whole show is like sort of like muted basically.
Oh, okay. But he looks like. Did you ever see Miami Ink on TV?
Yeah.
You know the apprentice that he had?
The guy
I
who
think
has to like practice on like pigskin or whatever.
Yeah, I think his name was Yoji or Yoshi.
That sounds really familiar. I'm gonna Google that real quick. Yoshi.
He looks.
You think it's Yoshi?
I want to say, to be honest with you, I believe he's dead. I think he passed away a couple of years ago.
Yoji Harada. Yeah, he's dead. Wow. In last year.
Yeah.
He does
He
kind
kind
of
of
look
looks like him.
Yeah, that's
He does
smart.
look like him, right?
Yeah. What the fuck did he
That-
do? That's sad.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Does it say really quick what it says? What he
No,
died for?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Which I mean, he's young. I mean, I know he's got a kid. I'm not sure if it's a son or a daughter, but he's got a child. But like, what the first when I saw the image of this guy, I was like, oh, looks just like the dude from Miami Ink.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay,
Uh,
so who did you pick again?
Zac Efron.
I'm gonna have to go with mine just because like I'm more into like the dark, mysterious. Like I'm also more into like the what do they call like not Brimbo. It's like bro. There's a word for it, but it's basically like a bro bimbo. So that's like Zac Efron, just like a hunk who looks like he's like stupid as fuck, just because of how handsome he is. Like that's attractive to me as well. But I really like dark and edgy guys, and so I'll explain after.
Yeah, so with the whole Zac Efron thing, I actually, when I was choosing some of these guys, it just kind of, I was kind of like scrolling through Netflix and stuff, but when you look back at Zac Efron from his days of High School Musical to now, he's definitely grown into his own, into having like those, I guess stereotypical like manly features. But if we had to choose, between obviously these two, just because the dude looks like there's a story to him, which I'm intrigued by, I would pick, what is it? What?
Akira.
Akira. I would choose him.
Okay, so yeah, so the term is himbo. That's basically somebody like a guy who's just like super handsome but completely stupid. A himbo.
A himbo. So Efron is a himbo.
He could be smart for all I know, but he looks like a himbo. So
That
basically, like this
motherfucker.
guy, like he like gains the power of a demon, so he can fight off this demon plague that's like infesting the earth. So like that's why if you go through the pictures, you'll see one where like it looks like a little boy.
Yeah.
That's him before his soul entwines with the demon.
Oh. Okay. Well, that adds more layers to this guy, so I'm down for it.
Okay, and the last one.
Oh, baby. So we got Chris Hemsworth versus Dandy.
This one was like more of a joke, but I still like him nonetheless.
So, the Dandy character, when I pulled up, I pulled up before we started recording because I didn't have time to pull him up yet. But I like how he has that old school like Elvis chops with the little what is it,
Pompadour, like yeah.
pompadour hair. And then as I was scrolling through some of these images, I was like, this fucker looks like Dave Grohl.
I don't know how you see that.
So there's let me here. Okay, look. Hold on, let me get into the camera. Oh shit,
I mean,
sorry.
I guess that kind of looks like him. I don't know.
That's just what I saw. That's just what I see. I don't know what this obviously what this this character is or anything like that. I just kind of like that style. I'm an Elvis Presley fan, so that's just what it reminds me of. But with Chris Hemsworth, I was just watching. I started to watch all of the Marvel movies since we have Disney Plus, so I was starting to watch them, and I was like, this dude has the looks, man. He's rugged. He's fucking Thor.
I didn't like the Thor movies all that much.
What?
I don't know. I didn't like them all that much. But that doesn't mean that I don't find them attractive. So, okay, I'm going to pick Chris, but the reason I picked Dandy is because, like, so he comes, like, I think it was, like, at the beginning of the first episode, like, right as soon as it starts, I think he proposes, like, a question to the audience, but it's, like, to the audience, but it's not really, like, he's talking to a different character, I believe. But he's like, are you an ass man or a boob man? And that, like, perfectly, like, sums up his attitude, is that, like, he's a womanizer. All he cares about is, like, trying to get laid, just get as much pussy as he can. But, like, he's a space bounty hunter. So, like, every episode is, just different. Just, like, him trying to, go hunt bounties and shit. So, but, like, there's certain episodes where you get to see that he's, like, a really caring individual, and he has a lot of, like, empathy, and he fucks around and says a lot of shit about women, but he really does care about them. That's just, like, him being, just that person, the character trope or whatever. But he's, like, a super, like, loving individual, so I picked him for that reason. But I'll go with Chris, because Chris is more handsome.
Yeah, I just I like Chris. Nothing against the other dude. I mean, I feel like I would enjoy this anime series.
I think you would too, but there's some times where it's just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's basically like an anthology, but with the same reoccurring characters. So, like, there's no timeline. Everything just happens, just however it happens. And if the episode ends with everybody dying, that's just how it ends. But then the next episode, they're all back alive again. Like, so.
I'll have to check it out. Okay, so now we're down to our final four. So we have Uta versus Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh. What do you think? Because I know you love Jake. I think we talked about that. Like, he's like,
I love Jake Gyllenhaal. I would bend over as many times as he wanted me to. I actually, I'm gonna go with Uta, whatever the fuck.
I would too, just because, like, if you're to, like, he's so, like, if he wanted to put you, they both could, but the way Uta is, like, how dark he is, like, if he wanted you in his bed, he could get you there. Like, and there would be no forcing. Like, he would just sly talk you into doing it. He'd be so hot.
I'm like, okay.
Okay, and then we have Akira and Chris.
Oh, let me go back to a picture of this guy. Oh, is this the okay.
I say Chris. Because he's a, if you're to watch this series, this kid is like a really troubled kid, and he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders, and I don't think I could be able to handle his emotional baggage with mine.
Okay, I mean, I guess you can approach it like that. I mean, in the same sense, I don't know which guy's going to be a little bit more forceful. Why am I thinking like I'm going to be the bitch of this fucking relationship?
That speaks a lot about your sexuality. That's like your unconscious coming through, like, it's basically trying to let itself out that you want to be pegged. You want to be dominated. You know what I mean?
That's kind of fucked up. I need to see a therapist for that one. You know what though? I like this dude though. I like this. I can't even say his name.
To say Akira, it's the same thing.
Okay, I like this Akira guy.
So you're picking him?
I'm picking him, yeah.
Okay, so now it's Uto and Akira.
So you're switching?
No. Well, yeah, I'll switch because it's your show. I'm just a guest on it.
It's our show.
I know. Okay, but he's so unique. It's on Netflix. Watch anybody who likes being depressed and anime. Watch Devilman Crybaby. It's on Netflix, and I'm telling you to watch it as well. It'll fucking
I'm going
rock.
to. If it's on Netflix, yeah, I'm watching it for sure. Are all these on Netflix or no?
No, I don't think Space Dandy is. Tokyo Ghoul is not, I believe. Naruto, there's like a few seasons on Netflix, and Devilman Crybaby's on Netflix.
Do I have to read subtitles or is this shit in English?
I believe it's in English. I can't remember, but if you have to read, oh my god, you're gonna
Fuck
be reading.
my life.
It's just a little bit. Jeez. But I think they have dubs. So.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start watching it. I'm picking him, dude. Like, there's something about him that is intriguing to me.
Okay, so now it's Uta and Akita. So who do you pick?
Uta.
Really?
Yeah.
You want a dark, fucking like kinky man who's gonna there's like a lot of bondage shit in his workshop.
That's fucking fine with me, man.
Chains and. Okay.
I'm okay with that. You know what? Remember, like I always say, pain is just a 4-letter word.
And so is rape.
Well, you know what? Fucking rape me then.
Whoa! You can't say that.
Yeah, I'm going with him.
I'm gonna go with Uda as well. He's
so
sexy.
So I'm not sure what that says for both of us, that we chose in someone that is legit and we'll never see in a physical form.
All I watch is anime, so that was already known about me. Like, we could do top 10 or top 4 girls, and all mine will be like anime characters again, because they're just so fucking beautiful.
Indeed they are, but it's just awfully strange that in my mind I was persuaded by these images of these anime characters that are just drawn on a piece of paper.
It's cool though, ain't it?
It is. It has opened up my eyes to a different viewing of men.
So are you gay now?
I don't know. We'll have to, we'll have to discuss in a different episode.
Okay, well that was fun.
So, our hottest male entity in our eyes is Uta. Did you just hear that?
Huh?
Oh, you didn't hear it? I heard it.
What was it?
Something kind of came through the good old laptop. So yeah, I'm down with it. I'm cool with it. I would let him do with whatever. I mean, am I gonna be able to do something to him?
I mean, I wouldn't even want to. Like, not in like a.
What?
Like, I would want him to just dominate me the entire time. Like, unless he was like, hey, you can do stuff to me too.
Is he gonna bite my shit off?
Well, he eats people, so.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's all right. I enjoyed this episode. It was extremely interesting. I've slowly started to become a little bit more open with my sexuality, and who knows?
I'm not gonna see Tanya at the family parties anymore. It's just like a bunch of like your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Friends. These are my friends. So with that being said, you can find us, the Second City Podcast, on Twitter at Second City Pod. You can find us on Instagram, the Second City Podcast. Find this podcast on Apple, Spotify, TuneIn, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Spreaker, TuneIn, wherever you download your podcasts. Please download us, subscribe to us, give us a 5-star rating. And until then, I am Justin.
And I'm Andrew.
and we will see you next time.
Have you ever felt like a sloth, going about your day extremely slow, not getting much accomplished? Well, have no fear, because I, Justin, am here to give you a swift kick in your ass. I have partnered with Rep Sports, the creators of the Raz Energy drink, and we have partnered to come up with an exclusive offer to all my listeners. If you visit repsports.com and you make a purchase, if you put in a discount code KFP, you will receive 15% off of your purchase. Again, visit repsports.com. Once you make your final purchase, put in this promo code KFP and you will get an additional 15% off your total. And that, my friend, is how I'm going to get your ass moving. Thank you for listening to the Second City Podcast. If you're listening to this on Apple, please leave us a nice review. Rate us 5 stars. It would be greatly appreciated. Regardless of what app you're listening to this fine podcast on, leave us a rating. Leave us a review. All right? Let everybody know that this podcast is the shit. Thank you very much. We appreciate you listening, and we will talk to you guys very, very soon.